You're a powerful being. You can do whatever you want. You can manifest whatever you want.
The law of attraction states that positive thoughts bring positive outcomes, whereas negative thoughts bring about negative outcomes. Essentially, what we think about is what we get. And the reason that the law of attraction does not work in some people's lives is because we obsess with an idea or a manifestation constantly, and we send off a desperate or obsession or needy vibration to the universe. And this is where the law of need comes into play. It states the more we need something, the less likely we are to get it. Overall idea is to attract what we want in our lives, but not chase it.
I remember going to a store looking for a specific type of sponges. They had to be a certain color. All right. And I wanted these sponges because it just like created the aesthetic in my house. Really pretty. And I was looking for them and I couldn't find them. And so I came back like the next week after that and I couldn't find them. So let some time pass and then I forgot about them. And I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal. And then I went back to that grocery store and guess what? I found them. As a matter of fact, that day, the store had everything that I want. And everything I was looking for, which is a rarity because sometimes you will find everything and sometimes you won't find everything. But you just kind of go with the punches. And I mean, I was looking hard for that sponge because I know I saw it there. And then the moment I forgot about it, the moment I let go of the idea of even getting it, not without possibility, but just kind of like shifted my energy to something else. I mean, I found literally everything I needed. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I look up in the sky like, what is going on? I didn't ask for this. I did, but that was like a few months ago. Attraction works like that. And perhaps you are a person who wants to attract something in your life. Partner, new clients, etc. I had to go to the restroom and there was only 2 stalls, right? And the people in those 2 stalls, I guess they had to do number 2 because they were taking a long time. And I'm like, okay, I'm sitting here 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, 10 minutes. And I'm like, are they okay? And then you can see people's shadow at the bottom of the bathroom stall. You can see it. And I'm like, is this a game or something? Is this a joke? I'm like, this is impossible. How is both stalls occupied? The same time I have these bathrooms, and then they're both taking their time in there. So I said, you know what? Let me go look for another bathroom or another restroom. Let me walk out. So I walked out. The moment I walked out, I couldn't find any other restaurants. I said, okay, great. I'll just have to wait. And so I circled back to the same restaurant, and they were gone. And this is a matter of seconds, y'all. This is a matter of seconds, me doing this. And they were just gone. And I'm like, the lesson of this video today is not to chase anything, but to attract it. And you do that by simply following this formula. You see, there's attraction right over here, right? Attraction. And then there's this period between what you're trying to attract versus the actual manifestation here. And in between that timeline of you calling it to the universe and you actually seeing it in a physical form, there's a waiting period right in between that nobody talks about. And in between that time, this is the time for you to let go. The time for you to wait without expectation. And to forget about it. And then, I don't know, for some reason, this particular period right in the middle between the attraction and manifestation, it speeds up you getting the manifestation. Perhaps you are trying to attract a partner, or you're trying to attract new clients. You're trying to make more business for yourself. You gotta follow this principle. Follow this. You can attract it, but don't chase it. Because chasing something is almost like being in the shower, holding a bar of soap, trying to hold it as tight as you can, and you know it's not gonna stay in your hand forever. It's gonna fall out. And so if you ever realize it, like the more you chase something, the less you see of it, the less you actually get it. So that's what they mean about attracting or not chasing something. This is what they mean. There's this neighborhood bakery, and they make the best donuts in Merida, I swear. And they have not been having donuts lately. And every time I go there anticipating, looking for them, I cannot find them. They're gone. They're just not baking anymore for the day, or I missed it, or whatever the case may be. And so as soon as I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about it. Probably shouldn't eat donuts anyway. And I'm walking to go get my juice, which is on the same street. Here come the donuts. They just pop up, and I'm like, I didn't want donuts today, but I'll take a few, you know. That's how the law of attraction works. You just gotta wait. You have to forget about it. You have to distract your energy. If you are the type of person that wants and kind of obsessed with the idea of having it, you have to let that go. Because think about it like this. Every time we have a thought of a manifestation that we want to see into the physical form, every time we do this, the thoughts have to go up to the cosmos. And if we keep holding on to that thought, how could you let it go and let the universe work it out? If you want something, want it, attract it. And it's going to be a period of time where you have to wait for it. And you have to let that idea go, and so that the thoughts can be up there in the cosmos, so that the universe can work it out for you. But if you're obsessing with the idea, if you are constantly thinking about the idea, it doesn't come to you any faster. Let it go, and then you'll see it in the physical form. Alright? Money works the same way. Money works the same way. The more you chase money, the more it kind of like separates from you. The more it runs away from you. And that's why the greats are always talking about doing what you love. Because if you do what you love, the money will follow you. You want a husband, it works the same way. You want a wife, same way. I literally just did it, y'all. Like, before I got out here to record this video, it was so noisy. And so I kept focusing on the noise, and then I started talking to you guys, and then the music, the noise, whatever, it went away. Sometimes when we want something so bad, y'all, we obsess with the idea, and we don't let it go until we see results. And that's not how the universe works. That's not how this principle works. You have to forget about it, or refocus your energy on something else, and then you're gonna get what you want. You're a powerful being. You can do whatever you want. You can manifest whatever you want. You are like a god. Okay? You are a god. And there's not a handbook. There's not a special book to tell us how to properly do these things. It takes time. It takes going to a bunch of meetings and seminars and reading a whole bunch of books and watching people's YouTube channels to figure it out. Some soul searching alone in a forest to figure it out. But there's no human manual telling us how to deal with these situations. There isn't. And so in between that timeline, we find ourselves being so frustrated because we want what we want. But nobody teaches us that to get what we want is to manifest it, let it go, and refocus our energy, and it's going to come to you. You will frustrate yourself every time you don't get what you want. So the best thing to do is just to wait, to be patient, and to refocus your energy. Your thought processes will constantly thinking about it, Let the idea go, let it go up there, and then the manifestations is like when it comes back down. So you already put it up there, you already did this spell, you already did a ritual, or you already manifested it. So why are you constantly manifesting the same thing? Because it's like telling the universe that you don't believe that you did it the first time. The manifestation is going to come to the first time. So why are we constantly manifesting something when it's already up there? Release it. The more you hold on to an idea or a manifestation, it's the less that we actually see it into fruition in the physical form. It's like that soap again. Going back to that soap scenario. Holding on to soap in the shower, really tight. Come on now. It's never gonna work. It's too slippery. You gotta let it go and let it flow. Yeah, and stop obsessing. It's coming. Okay?